What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Shout out to all those beginner investors and traders. Y'all already know who it is. But if you don't, this is Kavire Valentine. I wanted to throw some info out there just to get your minds at ease, those beginner investors and traders out there that have jumped into AMC and GME after January. I wanted to give you some food for thought. Remember, though, you have to have your own due diligence. You have to get out there on the block market. You have to do your own research to get your own, information, do your homework, man, and try to get some financial advice if you can from a professional, because I'm not a financial advisor or investing guru, but I do want to drop this information on you that I have seen and noticed because of the patterns, and GameStop is one of the reasons why I have obtained the information that I have as I watch AMC break over that $10.30 mark we were talking about. And this could be the potential where, we could see the squeeze taking place, or that pressure building up to reach that $20, $25 mark that we were at mid like January, before everything took place with the halt, of the economy and, everything else. So what I wanted to let you know is that you have to remember that GameStop happened to squeeze in January. It started like around like late January, during maybe the 20th all the way up to the 28th. And then we started getting that halt and like to February, and then we got that squeeze for AMC. That's when that squeeze took place for AMC. Matter of fact, let's see if I can look. So it's right there, Bob GameStop, and we can go back. We're gonna look at the. Just for a second. Wow. And we're gonna go back to. Let's see. This is January. See, this is where it see that right there, the 28th. See, wow. I mean, I remember a little bit, little something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know how we do it on 125th and Lenox B. Shout out to all my people in New York, man. Every borough. Yeah, man. And as you can see, it reached 514, but I think it was like 530, 540, something like that. I think that was the high. And but what I wanted to say is, remember, it started like, because I happened to be up and I caught it like myself. I just happened to roll over, check my portfolio. And it started like 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. That's when that started to take place. I mean, do they even have the time? Nah, because this wasn't the day it actually started, the 28th. It was earlier than that. But no, we can't go back some more. Yep. 45. Yeah, see, this is where we started. It started that rise. Yeah, around back into January, like almost into the 20th. Then we started, going to 30, 85. Yeah. So I think you guys, and that's just off of, memory. I'm not looking into any data, like I told you, no technical analysis, none of that. You know what I mean? This is just all off of the top, from remembering and learning a lot from GameStop. I mean, I was doing a lot of homework way before, I even knew what a squeeze was. I mean, I'm still learning. I mean, some of these things just so happen to pop up out of nowhere, because of the conditions. Some of this terminology, I believe, popped up out of nowhere because of the conditions and the circumstances that we were in, and what was about to take place with GameStop and the potential that it had, and then it just basically pulled the rug from under all the other, companies and, well, not all, we don't know all the hedge funds that are involved with shorting these companies, but the rug was pulled from under the dirt that was taking place with these hedge funds and how they were, shorting these companies into oblivion, but right now that's where you can see with this 4-hour chart, man, that it's nothing but building up. And I only see this from the pattern. I don't have to, like I said, look at it, look at that right there. Look at that wave, man. It's about to be a tsunami. And then that's the only reason why right now, if the squeeze is about to happen this week, that's the only reason why, because it's getting more expensive as the day goes on, the short borrow fee, and they have to pay the fees for the shares that they have been lent, that they do not own, that they've borrowed as well, and the price going up. And this is getting more expensive as the day is going on. You know what I'm saying? So that is why, from me learning and knowing that the squeeze started to take place at like after hours in the middle of the morning, in the morning, excuse me, that's how I know that it's possibility that AMC is going to squeeze after hours in the middle of the, when you wake up in the morning, your portfolio might be crazy. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to be able to hold it at that point anymore. They can't, because some people don't have brokerages to, trade after 4. After hours is up until 6 for most. And then, these hedge funds or these, institutions, they can trade a little bit later than we can. And then, they have a cutoff time. And once that time is cut off, they can't put any more pressure or, put any more walls up to stop these stocks from, that buying pressure taking it up. So that's when it's going to happen. This is just my own personal beginner opinion. Like I said, you could go check me out months and months and months and months and months ago when I was talking about GameStop's potential because of the console cycles when nobody was talking about the squeeze, and shout out to all those other professional and intermediate and advanced traders and investors that were talking about it at the time, which was a very few, that was based on, the potential GameStop had with it being a brick or mortar and if it, switched over to e-commerce, because we all, had some kind of idea of what could potentially take place based on GameStop and this digital these digital upgrades that we're getting. We got this quantum technology that's going to speed up everything, and quantum is way more advanced than just speeding up tech. It's a lot more advanced, man, a lot more technical. And, with the digital space, man, it's going to fuel a new, not only like a new age, but a new economy. This is not just about the stocks, man. It's going to change everything. This is going to change everything. Medicine, hospitals, schools, athletics. Everything is going to change based on what's taking place behind closed doors with these quantum upgrades and digital upgrades, with this cryptocurrency, with the bridging of different countries that didn't have an economy and, bringing them cryptocurrency in schools. And it's just going to be a lot different than people think. And a lot of the reasons for the pandemic was to put this stuff into motion. So, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention, you fellow beginner and traders and investors out there, that this is going to potentially take place at night, somewhere in the morning when you getting them Z's, counting them sheep, getting them cheeks, flipping them, rubbing them down. You know what I mean? You're going to be out there chilling, probably doing something, that people do at night, watching your late night TV show, infomercials, doing some late night work, and you going to turn over, look at your portfolio, and you going to be, you're going to have the acne face. Your eyes going to pop out of your head. You know what I mean? So that's how I think it's going to happen. We all going Haagen-Dazs ice cream scoop, flip, chip, Tostito dip this thing together, man, because I mean, it's about to go down. And me personally, I'm just excited to be a part of the, whole movement, period, with this whole transfer of wealth, or, this transfer of part of it, to some of the small guys, and ladies out there, that put in some work and, decided to spend their time reading and learning about investing and, how to capitalize in the financial side of life. And that right there, being a part of that and being an investor and being happy and willing to learn and accept, not accept, but come in contact with new information, strategies, tips. I mean, I'm honored, to actually be in at this moment, because it's still in its, like with cryptocurrency, for example, it's still in its infancy, and I have already experienced gains that I'm just blown away by. So, I can only imagine what it will be when, like, say like XRP is finally, when Ripple gets done with this lawsuit. I can only imagine what's going to take place with XRP based on the the technology behind it and the banks that are planning on using it, and based on it being a bridge currency. I mean, based on it's just so many things that XRP can do. And when I read into different cryptocurrencies, it doesn't have the same use cases, and not just that, it's not as many banks adopting, these other cryptocurrencies as they're doing with XRP. So you just follow the money, in my opinion. It doesn't take a lot of technical and data analyzing. When you could read articles and, you could dig in the news and you can look at these big wigs, follow these big wigs, these whales, and just see what they're doing. And you just follow the money. In my opinion, you just follow the money, and then you let your money, deploy, and they going, paratrooper out the back of your helicopter and your plane, and they gonna go out there, and your little money gonna turn that into big money. You see what I'm saying? By capturing, intel on what the big whales is doing. So that's all I try to do. Look at this as we about to push up past 1050. If we can pitch up past that, man, I think we're going to see $12 before Friday, man. And then when we wake up on Monday, man, we can see that $14, $15 mark. And then before July, I think we can get past 30. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to bank on this squeeze, man, because, I'm adding more shares in each of my portfolios that I have. I'm going to keep on purchasing AMC, and I'm just going to do it for the future, man. I know what's going on with the gaming. I know what's going on with the movies, and I know that those two are intertwined when it comes to entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let you guys know, come on, man. We have another phase of Marvel coming out. DC and Marvel is getting darker. You know what I mean? Don't forget about, Brightburn. Don't forget about, the New Mutants coming out. You got it's so many different things coming out at the moment, man. We got the new Fast and the Furious, what's that, like 9 coming out or something like that. I mean, we just saw Mortal Kombat. I mean, it's just a lot going on. We talking about AMC getting down with Amazon, potentially doing some behind closed doors, and then before we know it, boom, we got something amazing with that. Netflix, it's just no telling. And like I said, with those two being intertwined. Now we can turn movies into games. You see what I'm saying? We know that games are starting to become, gaming is starting to become more relevant. People are starting to take it, it's becoming more of a pastime. And not only that, with this cryptocurrency booming, now it would be more of an incentive for people to stay engaged. You have things like skills, you have like Golden Nugget, you have Immersion, you have Doya International, you have all these different institutions or companies that are involved in gaming and entertainment. And not only that, they understand the psychology of people and where this is heading. And, to some degree, I feel like I do too. People love to find different ways to take their minds away from, the things that are taking place in the world. It gives people a sense of peace, comfortability, a way to bond and experience or obtain or I'm not going to say obtain, excuse me, to experience new things with friends and family and things like that, memories. So I just can't see these things just disappearing, man. And with the community behind it, the team behind it, the apes, the gang, the squad, it's just impossible to hold AMC and GameStop down at the moment. GameStop and AMC will probably be the titans of their respective positions when it comes to entertainment. Because you got GameStop being the only brick and mortar gaming facility, like hub, and then you have AMC being like the number one, cinema in America, which is also all over the world. It's like a cornerstone. So, it's a part of American culture. So, with everything, like, for example, with all these cryptocurrencies, it's only a matter of time before Gensler cracks down on most of these cryptos. So you only gonna have a few left remaining, in standing, and those are the ones that are going to blow astronomically. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's going to happen now with the revamping based on entertainment and where it's going. We're talking about digital. We're talking about 3D graphics. We're talking about, 6, 7, 8D. This is a technology where you can possibly interact with digital images, digital imagery. You see what I'm saying? So the technology, we have neural networking, neural interface. I mean, it's just, it's it's just about to be it's about to get wild. But I'm not going to try to hold you guys up with my I'm a little nerd, so, I do understand to some degree where we're going, and it's going to blow a lot of people's minds. So remember, man, AMC, if it does happen to, take that squeeze that everybody's talking about. When I happened to see GameStop start to pop, it happened at night, it was like 4:00 in the morning, it was either 3 and going into 4, almost 4-ish. And it started popping again, maybe like 11, like 10, 11, going like 11-ish, something like that. So, around those times, that's when you'll kind of see it blow. But then, it depends, man. I think it'll happen after hours first, and that will be the first eye opener for people. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Forgive me for just rambling. Sometimes I just go on and on and on. I apologize. That's why the videos be so long. I just can't help it. I be excited about learning and talking about it because it's something new, and I just feel like people should have known about this when they were, growing up and learning everything else we were learning in school. It's just amazing that we didn't learn this stuff. So I'm just enthusiastic about it, passionate, and I just hope that it's other people out there that can, get this information, help their family, help out their self, and, potentially, we can help, create a better nation, create a better world. You know what I'm saying? The one that we see fit, with this transfer. So look at this RSI. It's ridiculous. That's how you can see the volume is, oh my goodness, it's just pumping. I wasn't paying attention to the volume, but you could just see it's just ridiculous. They getting, let me go to the minute chart. Yeah, boy. It's getting held. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Look at this. Yep, exact same pattern. He ain't lying. But I wanted to talk to you beginner investors out there so you can watch out for that squeeze and you know when it might be coming, okay? It's Kavai Ray Valentine. Don't forget, check me out on Instagram, Kavai_Ray Valentine, man. And we going to keep on bringing these plays. We invest in stocks. We invest in bonds. We invest in people. We invest in real estate. We invest in life, health, everything, man. It's not just about making money, it's about people as well, first and foremost. So, you tuned into the block market. I appreciate everybody that subscribe. I appreciate everybody listening to me, man. And, listen to me ramble and talk about, my beginner knowledge and obtaining, certain bits of knowledge and, which is, man, it's just as minor as nothing. But at the same time, I get an opportunity to talk to real people about what's really going on and not and learning, in a manner, that seems, that in my opinion is a little bit more respectable and believable because a lot of these people out here, they pop up with these $100,000 portfolios, these $1 million portfolios, and they just almost, to me, to some degree, a lot of them seem like, they're trying to push up prices and make more money, just off of your hard work, and your money from the stimulus and all that other stuff. There's a lot of different reasons why, I respect people for listening to me, because, they could just jump over there ASAP, and just not pay me any attention. But, it is what it is. It's Kavai Valentine, man. Like I said, man, all those beginner investors out there, man, we're going to keep on pushing, showing you the portfolios, what's going on, what's taking place. And we're going to keep on trying to make this money, man, and learn as much as possible, man. We broke past that 130 mark that I was talking about, 134, 135. You know what I mean? Now, as you can see, man, we got that low resistance at 1052. And if we get past that, man, like I said, man, we're going to see this 12 before the week out, man. It's Kavai Valentine, man. It's the block market, hood money investing.
They out there panicking right now. I can feel it. They out there. They're panicking. Look at them.
Now, you're not naive enough to think we're living in a democracy, are you, buddy? It's the free market. And you're part of it.
Something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
After everything we've done for you.
Oh, see, I made Lewis a bet here. Lewis bet me that we couldn't both get rich and put y'all in the poorhouse at the same time. He didn't think we could do it. I won.
I lost. $1.
Thank you, Lewis.
After you.
Certainly.